My name is Mo, and I'm from Vermont, and this is my first time at Monroe. And it's certainly my first time being so completely immersed in this kind of energy. And I'm kind of blown away, not just by the material that's being taught, but by the individuals who are in attendance with me. It's I was a little shy about coming because I thought when I learned that there were people who've been doing this a while and people who have been to many retreats here at Monroe before, I thought, well, I'm just not going to know very much. But they all just came with this energy of, why are you here? And what have your experiences been? Oh, you haven't had many? Let me tell you mine. And you're going to experience this now. And it just was people have been so warm and open, and not just the staff, the attendees. What I've learned this week is that, first of all, you can learn to have these experiences. And I've been given these opportunities to actually experience some pretty cool things this week. I had an experience. My hands levitated during a meditation. So I learned that one of my guides is called Onyx, and this happened in a meditation. And so I invited him to sit next to me during my meditation. And I just felt his presence so strongly. And it was probably about maybe 25 minutes into the meditation when my hand started feeling a little funny, and I thought, well, I might be falling asleep, or maybe it's tingling with energy. I don't know. But after a couple more minutes, I realized that a couple of my fingers were no longer on my lap. And they just felt supported. And then after a little while, I realized another finger was no longer on my lap. And then next thing I knew, my whole hand was sort of hovering about an inch above my lap, just quite comfortably. And it just was this sense of confirmation, like that I was being supported by right here. Onyx was right here. And my hand continued to rise over the course of, I don't know, 5 or 8 minutes maybe. And it was sort of maybe this high for a while. And it wasn't tired. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to put my arm down. But after a little while, it just was sort of gently placed down, a little bit more quickly a lot more quickly than it had risen. And I thought, well, that's my experience I'm taking home. But then my other hand started going. It was really emotional. And it's so powerful. To have had that experience was, I didn't think something like that could access me, or that I could access it. I came because I knew I would get my Reiki Master certificate, and I figured I'd learn something more about energy medicine, but I just had no idea that I would have that kind of powerful physical experience. I will come back for the gateway experience because I understand that's foundational, and everyone here, even the people who are very, very seasoned healers and Monroe participants, they talk about their gateway experience, even though it's like a foundational course. So you have to do that. You have to do gateway. Not only technically do you have to do it because it's a prerequisite, but also because it will blow your mind and it will change you forever. So now I know I have to come back.